What's happening? Excuse me. What's going on, fellas? It's a little early. Got a few minutes to kill here, but I figured I'd hop on. Yeah, it's Thursday, James. We did change it to Thursdays this year for captain's meetings and make it a little easier on the TDs, so we can get all our stuff done too to get ready for fishing. What's going on? Almost 8 o'clock. Boom. There's your captain's meeting prize for tonight is going to be the large ice mule cooler. Thanks to Get Outdoors Pedal and Paddle from Greensboro. That's the prize for. Make sure you make a comment. Make sure you're registered. If you're not registered yet, try to get registered now. Because I pull this later on, after we're done with the live, I'll run a quick what's that thing called? Comment picker. That's the words I was looking for. We'll do the comment picker thing when this is over, and I'll post up a winner. So nice prize there again from Get Outdoors. Thanks, Will. We appreciate you, bro. Nice to see you in there, Matt. Mr. Matt Dunn. You'll be back at it this year. That's awesome. If you're new, make sure you've gone over the rules. If you're new, read them, memorize them. We got 102 members so far this year, which is completely awesome. So I appreciate all you guys signing up for that. That's going to all go towards the Tournament of Champions, which is building up pretty good. After Shearon Harris, I'm going to put all the numbers together because I figured at the end of March, everyone who's signing up will be signed up for the most part. So I'll be able to get some definite numbers. But definitely at a minimum, we're going to have double the prize payouts for the Tournament of Champions this year, thanks to the awesome sponsors and stuff. So every event has this. I suggest whenever you sign up for one of our events, just go over these rules. We have specific items that goes over everything for the day right in this page. So there's no mistaking. If anything changes, we update it pretty rapidly when we make a decision to change something. Shouldn't be any changes from this point. So what's there is there, and the times are the times, and that's the deal. So Justin was competing over in Tennessee for the Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship. So he's not going to make it in time to fish Saturday. So he's going to judge. Jeremy Hughes had offered from Foothills to judge. So he's a backup at the moment. But definitely thank you for him and Cody for helping me find someone to judge. And we plan on working together with all three clubs. Actually, if Mitch needs help, if Cody needs help, or whatever, anybody, it's we help each other out. It makes this a little bit easier, so we're not worrying about paying judges or not having a judge or fishing and judging, which I was going to do. But thankfully, we have it all taken care of, which is awesome. Right there, you'll see this says the captain's meeting is Thursday at 8 o'clock, which is what we're doing now. That'll be for every tournament. It's going to be Thursday because it makes our life a little bit easier as directors to be able to get this up there, get it out of the way. Any questions get answered. Anything that needs to be done. If someone needs to pick up a catch board, you can get over to Get Outdoors and get one. You'll have time. And there's always questions when we get done with these. So instead of me answering questions on 10 p.m. On a tournament evening, I can get them answered tomorrow. So works out pretty good. Uh, get into this event. This event is Shearon Harris, obviously. This is one of the usually one of the popular lakes to fish. It's been a little tough last couple of years with the changes at the lake, but it's getting better. And if you've seen my post, we were working with the North Carolina Wildlife Shearon Harris Habitat Project, which has done amazing things. They've really done great stuff, and they're going to need volunteers this year. A lot of them. I got to put a lot of input in, and it's great to have that opportunity to do that. They want to hear from fishermen, so if anyone has ideas or thoughts about the lake and making it better, share them. Definitely, working together, you get what you want. We can make the lake a better place to fish, which is it's already a great place to fish. It's got big fish. It's just tough. With the grass being out of there, it just made it a very tough fishery to track down the bass that are just swimming around eating all the threadfin most of the time. But this time of the year, they're getting ready to get into the spawn time, so they're going to be up most likely shallow or getting ready to move shallow. So they're going to make it a lot more of an interesting tournament, especially with this warm weather, which is awesome. So I think it's going to be a good tournament. We should have a good time. Excuse me. And our 100% payout. Every dollar you guys put into your entry fees are paid out. So, and that's made possible by all the awesome title sponsors and year-long sponsors that we have, such as let's see, pull this up. Of course, we got Dakota Lithium Batteries as a series sponsor. They do great things for us. We'll be giving out batteries tomorrow. If you won batteries last week, I do have them, so I can get them to you guys if you're at the event tomorrow. I believe James Quinn and Robert Miller won. Get Outdoors Paddle Sports, of course, they've been with CKA since the beginning. It's our 10th season. They've been with us the whole time. And we always appreciate their support, which is awesome, including these Captain's Meetings prizes, which are, I said it a few times, but, for new people, when I asked Will to do that, I wasn't expecting anything huge and expensive. I was just thinking just to have some kind of prize to give out. And he stepped up and given out excellent prizes. Every time we have a prize, it's a high value prize. It's not junk. And so we definitely appreciate that. And they also sponsored the Angler of the Year and Rookie of the Year prizes, which if you don't know is $500 for Get Outdoors for the Angler of the Year and $250 for the Rookie of the Year. Plus they support that Gate City Classic event as well. So the big sponsors for us. We appreciate them. New this year was excuse me. I think every time I say it, you're going to say this company name, I get tongue tied for some reason. Sunshine Realty Property Management stepped up this year. They were the title sponsor for the last event, and they're also a series sponsor. So we appreciate those guys. And let's see. And this one is this one's titled by Carolina Waters and Catch Products. Catch gives us a nice discount for some of the trophies we get, and they're also the only measuring board that we use, and we do that because of the quality of their boards and their accuracy. So appreciate them. And Carolina Waters just stepped up this year. It's the first time Carolina Waters has worked with Carolina kayak anglers, so we appreciate having them on board now. They got great products. I was going to wear one of my hats, but it's all dingy, so I said, nah, I won't do that. I don't want to market badly for their products. So but they will be there tomorrow, and for sure make sure you bring some extra cash. I'm not sure if they do credit as well, but they may. But they will have a booth at the check-in, and they'll be selling some products. So if you want to get yourself a nice hat, a nice shirt, whatever, they will have product there. He said he'll be there around 4:00, 4:30 at the latest. So they will be there, and It'd be great if you guys can support those guys and show some appreciation for their support for you. So, and as far as rules go, every event has the rules right here. You can read, these are the CKA specific rules that are any deviations from kayak bass fishing, and as well as some that aren't a deviation, but we just want to make sure that they're well known, like this picture right here. Make sure you take a good look at this and make sure you understand all the rules with it. You can get all the, if you want to know what happens if you do something, with the mouth open, there's penalties, with there's other things that have deductions. So if you want to know all those specifics, you can go to kayakbassfishing.com and go look at the rules standard, and it breaks them down in there. But when you're taking your photo, this is what you want it to look like, either with your hand in the middle, the way this is showing, or you hand off altogether and just a clean picture of the photo of the fish. That just makes it easier for the judges, and if there's any duplicates, it makes it easier for us to pick them out if we can see everything. And it also makes sure we know the fish is healthy and everything's good. So, and catch boards are accurate, and they're accurate when the mouth is fully closed. So make sure it's fully closed. If it's not, it's a 1/2 inch deduction no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's open 1/8 of an inch or whatever. So make sure the mouth's closed and your hands right where that is. Not in. You got to make sure if you can go on top of the gill plate, but you can't go in it. It's pretty clear in that description. So any questions on that, just ask a director. Excuse me. Still getting over a little bit of I'm sure many of you guys did too, with the allergies from the last couple of weeks. So, pre-fishing off the water tomorrow by 4 p.m. And all the other rules are in there. And it's important one is angler responsibility. It's your responsibility to actually know these rules. The rules are there to make it a good time for everybody, but we have to. Only way for it to be fair is if we go by the rules strictly. It's nothing personal. It's always just the way it is. So if I break the rule, I get the same penalty as anybody else, and there's no favoritism with it. So that's the deal with that. So let's see, get out of here. So we already got the 51 anglers. We usually get a big jump on Friday, so this is a good sign for tomorrow. So the payouts should be pretty good. Last time we had in the mid 50s or so. We paid out over $1,200 for first place, so we'll probably go well beyond that again this time. So it's a good deal. As far as in the morning, let's see. Come on. Launching lines in 6:30. It's a little early. It's going to be dark, but I was going to change it. But with there's going to be a little bit of wind in the afternoon, so I figure the earlier we get out there, the better. So we'll keep it at 6:30. It's not, make sure you got some lights and you're visible. It shouldn't be too bad with traffic tomorrow, but there may be some bass boats out there. I'm not sure if there's any tournaments going on the lake, but the more visible you are, the better. Launching lines in is the same time as well, so we don't have the grace period to go running off to a spot like some of the other clubs do. We took that out, so it is launching lines in the same time. So you're staying around the dock within like 30 yards or so until 6:30, and then off you go. We do give you that extra half hour still, so it's 8.5 hours versus 8 hours, so there's plenty of fishing time. So if you do want to make a run, you still got you got 8 hours to fish. So lines out's 3 p.m. and some people get confused exactly what that means. It means the tournament is over, which means in the photos you got until 4 o'clock to upload photos, but they must be taken by 2:59 p.m. So when you take a photo, you can check out the time when it was taken, usually on your phone. Make sure it's before that time. If if it's 3 minutes and 0.01, it's no good. So make sure you get that done, and there shouldn't be any upload problems tomorrow. Usually Harris is really good with cell tower connections. So if you do have a problem, make sure you give yourself some time to get where you got to get a signal so you can get those photos uploaded by 4 o'clock. And we're gonna have a check-in at Vicious Fishes Brewery in Apex. That'll be at 4:30. As will be the cutoff time, which when we'll give out the prizes and we'll start doing awards at 4:30. We should be in the parking lot over there. You should see our tent should be up unless it's too windy. Then I might not put it up, but you should see Carolina Waters back there. There's a good sized parking lot on to the right of the building, I believe. And let's see, pull this up. It's not too far from the Holloman ramp, but it might be a little bit of a drive from the Cross Point ramp. Cross Point's down in this area, so you got to get back to the highway and get up. It's I believe it's the same exit as the Holloman ramp. So, oops, where am I? Doing it on 2 screens, so it's a little weird. Yeah, it's basically just past the highway if you're coming from the Holloman ramp down that road, your old US 1. So shouldn't be a problem. It's pretty straightforward. And this is Shearon Harris, so we always like to talk about the big bass that come out of there. This one was caught a couple of years ago by Larry Moore. It's I think it's one of the biggest, or the biggest bass that put into a CKA competition. So nice 24 and a quarter. Can't remember if he weighed it or not, so I don't remember the weight, but nice big toad. And then we also had one Josh Fallon caught back in 2015. It's 24 inches. So the lake puts out big ones, and I'm expecting it to do that this weekend, hopefully, with the weather the way it is. I think we'll have a good turnout for sure with the fish. And like I mentioned, Carolina Waters will be there with a booth. So if you guys can, support them, that'd be awesome. So see if you guys get any questions. Should be a good time. I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, it's going to be a little bit windy, so just be smart about where you position yourself and how you plan on getting back to the ramp. It'll be nice in the morning. It's just going to slowly pick up until probably noon or 1 o'clock. I think the winds will pick up a little bit. Looks like the storms and stuff have kind of chances of that have dropped considerably. So that's a good thing. So I think the weather's going to be good. It's going to be a little breezy. Gonna go through the comments here. That they could. That's all about glasses. I don't know if you saw that. They're still on. It's got a special going with 25% off that Dontrell had reminded everybody of. So take advantage of that. Get you some glasses for sure. Uh-oh, Mr. Matt Dunn's on in here. What's happening, Drew? I don't know what the water temp is. I don't know if anyone else posted in there 65 at the end of the day. It should be interesting. It should be 57 in the morning. It went up quite a bit. So I'm assuming it's going to go up quite a bit again tomorrow because you got this nice warm weather with the wind's going to be churning that water and warming it up pretty quick. This should be interesting. Black and white is okay for IDs. That's fine. If anyone needs an ID too, you can just hit me up. I'll print some out tonight, and I'll be at I don't know which ramp I'm going to. I can't make up my mind. This lake, both sides are great, so it's kind of a tough call for sure. You know what? I like that picture sitting on there better. Hey, Mr. Chris Ferguson, what's going on? Yeah, don't be careful with your finger placement. Make sure the angle of your camera is correct too. That's usually the one of the big problems is the angle of the camera. So if you can make sure your camera's straight up and down over the fish, it makes a big difference in making sure that nothing's blocked that shouldn't be blocked. You could have your hand in the perfect position, but if your camera's at a bad angle, it's not going to look that way. So yeah, you live and learn. We all make mistakes. I had a fish denied a few times. I had a whole day's fish denied at what was that? That was the Challenge Series Championship in Toledo Bend. First big tournament I ever went to with a kayak, and day two forgot to update my code. That was painful, but I wasn't in the money anyway. It was just embarrassing. Rookie move. Did I say tomorrow? So everyone's saying Saturday, not tomorrow. My bad if I said that. Sorry. I'm still used to doing this on Friday nights. um, Dash, yeah. If you're you just need to be lines out is not out of the water for Saturday. Lines out is just that's just when fishing's over. The photo, whenever you take a photo, has to be done before 3 o'clock. So you got until 4:30 to get to check in. So you do have time to get back to the ramp and pull and take a ride down the road. Yeah, if someone's calling you, you don't know the number. Um, if Justin wants me to post his number, I will. But um, if you see a number you're not sure of, it might be the judge. So answer the phone, and he might be telling you to, fix something so you don't get all your fish DQ'd. So definitely pay attention to that if your phone rings or if you get a text message you don't know where it's from. Because the messages do come through email and stuff, but I don't know about y'all, but I don't check my email while I'm fishing, so I never see those. What's up, Mr. Wayne Butler? See you in there. And congratulations to Mr. Hank Fajon for his win last week too. That was a little fun event with Central Carolina at Falls Lake. I got skunked, but it was fun just getting out there because I was stuck in the house for 2 weeks. And I believe we got Mr. Cody from Foothills. Sorry, I'm drawing blanks. From Foothills is going to be fishing with us tomorrow as well. So look forward to hanging out with him. You guys can meet him, talk to him about what's going on the west side of the world. A lot of tournaments out there. They're getting some good turnouts too. So it's good stuff. Good stuff for sure. Yeah, we're all going to need a beer after this one, Matt, for sure. For sure. Hopefully it's because our thumbs are sore from lipping bass all day, but we'll see how it goes. I know we could get Wayne back fishing if we just had more brewery stops, and it seems to be working so far. I'll have to do more brewery stuff. So if anyone knows of a brewery that's around where we're fishing somewhere, let us know. We'll be at Red Oak again when we go to McIntosh as well. So be a good deal. I'm just scrolling through all the comments. Got any questions, pop them in there. Usually there's a delay with this, so if you have a question, ask it while I'm scrolling here so I can answer it. If you're a first timer, that's a good question. That's a good question. My guess is the photo is the most important thing. That would probably be the biggest tip, is to make sure that photo you saw what I showed in the rules. Make sure that the fish looks that way, and don't let the fish go until you know you get a good photo. You can't keep them on a clip while you're taking a photo, but you can put some fish grips on them and let them swim next to the kayak while you're checking your photos and making sure everything is good. It's also a good idea to do that video release. If you guys know about that, I would do that just to be on the safe side. It was fun to be called out for that coming into handy. The last event I was at KBF Trail. In the morning, make sure you check in on the app. The app has a check-in feature. Let me bring that up. Well, I won't show it in here, will it? No. Dang it. I don't think this has a check-in thing, does it? No, it doesn't. Dang it. Oh, well, I won't be able to show you the check-in feature here because I don't have a live tournament I can do that with. Generally, you'll see an on the water button in this area, and you click on the water button. It'll get your GPS location, and then you just click on the water, and then you're checked in. At the end of the day, or when you decide to pull out of a ramp to go to another one, just make sure you get off the water. Same process. Just do that, and if you go, if you're pulling in one ramp to go to another, when you get to the other ramp, make sure you check back in on the water, and then and that's it for that. And then as far as the check-in goes, it's just at the end of the day. For if you want points, you need to make sure you come and check in with us at the Vicious Fishes tomorrow. Yeah, just the end of the day for the brewery. You don't need to see us in the morning. That's why we do the live captains meeting is to avoid the early morning, everyone trying to get together and then forcing everybody to take off. It's just a waste of time. So this lets us do it all a little more informally, and lets us spend more time and not be rushed, which is good. And some more good advice. Yeah, for sure. For sure, take your time, go slow, and just have fun. Have fun is the main thing. And everyone here, we're all good people. I don't believe there's any jerks in the club that I'm aware of. So, we're all friendly, have a good time, and love what we do. So, chat everybody up. Don't be shy. If you've got questions, ask anybody. Everyone here's done this. Well, most of the people here have done this a lot. So, they won't mind helping for sure. They'd rather see somebody have a good time than get disqualified, have fish disqualified. It's not what we like to do. We hate seeing that. The code comes out at 8 o'clock on Friday night. That'll be another bar up here in this little area. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, the code will show up, and you'll get an email with the code. It'll go on your ID. Make sure it's a CKA ID. Let's see. need the ID, it's right here. You can print one or whatever. So I know some people did have a problem with the background printing. So if the background doesn't print, make sure from web browser, sometimes you got to make sure you check a box that says background printing. Make sure the background gets printed on it. Otherwise, it'll just print some logos in the 10-year anniversary deal. So one little tip for that. But that's there. Download it. I usually tell people to save the file on your computer and then open it up with Acrobat Reader, and it'll print the right size. I have occasionally problems printing from a browser. It'll print the ID the wrong size. So if you open it in Acrobat, it usually prints properly, a little more accurately. So yeah, I like this advice. That way you guys don't follow me, because you ain't gonna catch anything if you follow me. I'm gonna try like heck, but yeah, Harris isn't my best performing lick for sure. This couldn't be closer to the truth there. I think that's facts. Mr. Wayne will be there all day. That's another good question. If you want to join as a member to get points, so you can fish for Angler of the Year or Rookie of the Year, and if you are a first time, you haven't fished with us more than one time previous years, you can fish for Rookie of the Year as well. So you basically sign up right here. I'm already a member, so it's checked off, but it should be right here to say join, I believe is the term it usually has on there. So I did add an option. We're going to change it up later, but we'll deal with that at the end of the year. But there's an option for either doing it recurring or doing it one time. So we'll get into that later. But that's how you sign up. You just sign up right through here. Just going to just look for. Going to Trail Clubs, and we should nearby. We should show up. If we don't, you can just search for us, and then you can join. Pretty simple. And that gets you the discounts that Get Outdoors as well. So yeah, I probably will. Confusing myself. Just skimming through so you can see anything else. And definitely share the event as well. If you got friends or something that are on the fence, push them to the other side so they get over here, sign up. Should be a good time. This is a good question, Hank. I know we have a few rookies. I don't have them. I haven't put together a list, and I got to do that. That's what I want. Here's the current standings. The standings are automatically updated. If you don't know that, you go right down to the series standings and Fishing Chaos under the club tab, and you can see where you stand and where everybody else stands. So it's gonna have a nice feature on our part. We don't have to worry about messing around with spreadsheets and driving ourselves nuts about it. It's pretty cool. But right now, it's a Leland Stiff is probably the highest ranked rookie. That I'm positive of anyway. believe I can't recall if Chris was a. Whoops, sorry about that. It's early. That's only one event, so there's plenty of time. Let's see if we can see anyone else who's new. Damien's fished a few times before, I believe. Craig may be new. There's a couple new names that I don't quite recall, but I always verify these. So until I verify from previous seasons, I don't want to say for sure someone's eligible for B rookie. So if you think you're a rookie, just message me and let me know, and I'll make sure to get you on the list. Pretty simple. And I've gone over everything pretty much. So yeah, if you got other things to do, you don't have to worry about staying to the end. Yeah, one rod only, for sure. One rod only at a time. You can bring 12, but you can only use one at a time. Cool. I think I might be caught up. I don't know if you guys saw the new rod release too on Cashin. Cashin's a great sponsor, and I don't know if we'll have one this week to give away. I don't think we will. So we'll do one. We'll have another rod to give away at the next event at Gaston. So, but they do have that new rod that came out for the John Cruz big bait rod, which is pretty sweet. I don't know if they still have a couple left, but this morning I know they still had a couple left of the top 50, so you can get on the old conference call with a Zoom call or whatever they were calling it with Mr. John Cruz to go over what to do with the rod. So pretty neat, good stuff. I know a couple CKA guys have purchased one, so good deal. Nice to have Cashin on board this year for sure. Great rods. I remember that because I saw Mr. Jeremy Hicks. He had a nice post about that. Yeah, he's got 14, and they're probably all Cashin. Yeah, I'd like to think last year didn't count. Well, actually, the end of the year worked out, so I can't complain about last year. What's up, Mr. Bill? Good deal. Let's see if I can think of anything else we got to go over. So definitely Vicious Fishes and Apex. That's the check-in location. That should be a good time. They're excited to have us over there, and maybe next year we get to do some more with them too. So that'll be good. Don't forget to leave the message. Get you a nice cooler. You see what the retail value is there. Whoops. Yeah, that's a pretty nice retail value. So definitely appreciate that from Mr. Seeley at Get Outdoors. I'll pick that probably about an hour. I'll give everyone time to make sure they make a post. But yeah, for sure. I'll see where we're at here. And the 20 for 23 has been going really well. So, good job to those guys too. We had go back to that actually. Give these guys some props. Tanner Blanks won the first one in January. Joey Sullivan came in second. I believe we paid out first and second. Yeah, I believe so. So they did a good job. Small average, but it's winter time. They weren't biting that good, so that worked out pretty good for them. Last month was crazy. Nick Williams did a great job and won that one February, and Garrett Chavis got himself a check for $100 for 47.75 inches. So if you haven't signed up for that, I think you might want to do that now. I think tomorrow's the last day. So if you want to get in on that little deal, see where it stands now for March. We got 19 guys. That's great numbers for a monthly. It's awesome. I think we had the highest numbers of anybody in the monthly game in North Carolina. So it's a good deal. Those numbers a little bit higher. Spring's here. Christopher John's in second place. You got Wilton Rogerson, almost 300 inches. Nice deal. Good job. Looks like he's got about a 15-inch average. We're going to Harris tomorrow. We'll see what happens there. But I actually got on the board this time, which is good. So proud of myself. If you don't know what the deal is with this, it has to be on a lake that's on our list that we fished in the last 2 years. So even if we had some mix-ups last year because of Salem was closed, but that's still on the list. The Neuse River, that section that we had on the list is still good, and the Lake Sutton down in Wilmington is still on the list. So all of those are good, plus all the other ones that are on the list. There's a whole bunch. Well, the reason we like it, one, we know the lakes, we know where you are, we understand the lakes and the launches, and we know the people are fishing properly and legally. And the other thing is just to narrow it down so these little side pond honey holes that people, some people find that didn't see it's. Some people find that not fair. I don't really mind it myself, but some people find it not fair. So this makes it really fair because it's lakes we know and we fish. So it's a good deal. Works out. It'll work out pretty good. So far, it's made it interesting. It's good. It's fun to watch. Yeah, today is the last day. Okay. All right. I thought it was the last Friday of the month, usually, to get in on it. We leave it open just because this is a fun thing and this is a learning thing. So if you've never done this before, if you're going to pre-fish tomorrow and you haven't fished a CKA event before, hop in this. It's only $23, and you get some practice in. And if they do anything wrong, we'll be able to see it tomorrow and let you know ahead of time so they can correct it for Saturday. So it's one of the main reasons we did it, just to give people practice and something else to do. That's why it's cheap. And it's also get you a chance to get into the Tournament of Champions, which is awesome. Because we actually keep points on that too, so we can go look at that too. Yeah, obviously I have no life tonight because I'm just dragging this out forever. So yeah, that's the point standings right now. Y'all got to catch Nick and Daniel. You guys got to get to work. These guys are running away with it. We got plenty of time left. I think we're going to do the 5 best months. I think the 5 best finishes. So this will go all the way until August, I believe, because we need to know by September. So get on it. It's fun. You can win a few bucks. We're giving with the prizes with that. There's trophies, and there's for the top 3 guys, I believe, and then we got the TOC spots that we're giving away with that as well. So and we're only holding back. It's $2 for the fee for the credit card, and then $1, or I think it might be vice versa. Actually, $1 for the credit card fee and $2 for the hold back to go to the Tournament of Champions to cover that spot that we're giving out. So, not here. We're a nonprofit. We're not here to do anything but provide some fun tournaments for you guys. That's the plan. Hickory is eligible for sure. Absolutely. Hickory's on the list. And we'll be doing a big event at Hickory this year with Cody with Foothills and Mitch from CCKF. It's gonna be a points event for CKA, but it's gonna be a $100 entry fee, $10 for big bass in that included. It's gonna have a nice big payday. It's gonna be fun. End of May. If we get over 100 guys, we're going to open up the other 2 lakes too. So, be good times. All right, man. You guys stay safe and make a plan. Look at the weather. I don't think the weather's going to be that bad. It's going to be wavy. It's going to be windy. It's not a big deal. I don't see anything crazy with it, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. think the warm weather is going to be nice. I think the fish are going to be biting. They're going to be moving up, getting excited. It's going to be a good time. So with all that said, I think I'm going to pop this out of here. Good deal. Just remember, thanks to Carolina Waters and Catch for supporting us, and we'll see y'all at the either at the ramp or I'll see you with a beer. It'll work out. So see y'all later.